Hello, 8th graders. Welcome to this online version of Mr. Short. So I am wanting to post this video today. Today is Monday because I want to help you continue to work on your exegetical psalm paper. So I'm going to kind of explain what I am looking for the next couple sections and the due dates, just as a reminder, because I know today as Monday, we don't have school today, but tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it technically is a school day. We just won't be doing anything specifically online, but I am going to have you work on your papers. That's going to be what you're going to be doing for my class. So I just wanted to send this video out and put this on Schoology because it is easier for me to explain what's going on within this paper through a video instead of me just typing out 5 million paragraphs on Schoology. So if you want, if you have this paper, the Psalm Exegetical paper, you could get that out while you listen to this, or you can go on Schoology, click the link of the Psalm Exegetical paper outline. It's on Schoology in the folder. So what was due today at 3:30, which is in about 2 hours, is your biblical context and your summary. This is what we've started. We started working on this what day? On Wednesday. So you had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all weekend, and today until 3:30 to get those two sections done. Little bit of review just to make sure that you did it right. The biblical context, you needed to look at the cross references of your psalm. Where else in the Bible did this psalm, where was the psalm talked about in the other parts of the Bible, right? Was it in the Old Testament? Was it with the Israelites? Was it in the New Testament with Jesus? That's one paragraph. The summary section, like I said, this is the summary of what is going on in the psalm. The difference is, I said that you did not have to do it verse by verse. Okay, I said you needed to group the verses together, which means I said if you had 10 verses, you needed to split it up. So if you did verses 1 and 2, you put those two together and say verses 1 and 2 in your paragraph, and then give me a quick summary. So a paragraph summary on verses 1 and 2. Then you would go to verses 3 and 4, do the same thing. Does that make sense? And you were just supposed to tell me exactly what was going on using commentaries, and this was not your personal interpretation. This was, what does the commentary say about what this psalm is, and what does it say? Does that make sense? Can't really respond to this, but hopefully it does. Those two sections were probably the most important sections of the paper. So make sure before you fully edit it that it's good and it's ready to be graded, because I will be looking at those today and tomorrow. The next sections that you will be working on Tuesday and Wednesday is what I'm going to talk about next, which is found on the back side of your exegetical paper outline. The next part is the main lesson. This is only going to be one paragraph. What it says, first, limit your discussion to the passage that you are analyzing. Oh, I never know how to say that word, you know. You already have done a lot of working through the context and details of the passage, but now you will need to summarize what your passage actually means. Some of the key questions to think about. What is the main theme? What is the teaching that the reader is trying to teach to the audience? And then lastly, what does this specifically teach us about God? So this section is like, now it's your interpretation of what's going on in the passage. So you need to answer these questions, and it's just one paragraph. It's your interpretation about the actual meaning. Then the conclusion section will also be one paragraph. This is a section that is going to actually talk about the application of what the meaning is that you had just talked about. So they kind of work together a little bit. The conclusion part is saying, okay, now the main theme, if the main theme was, hey, it's God's grace, how are you going to apply God's grace to your own life? That's the conclusion section. It should be one paragraph. Those two sections are going to be due on Wednesday. The works cited will not be due yet. I'm gonna send another video explaining the works cited, but the main lesson and the conclusion are due this Wednesday by 3:30. Okay, I will change that on Schoology. It should be correct. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I will be at home working, and I will be able to answer any questions via email. Just to prepare you for next week on Monday, you will be getting a lot of instructions on how to work this online website, which is called Zoom. This is how we're going to do video conferencing for our classes. So just make sure that you are paying attention to your email. You're telling your parents to pay attention to their email as well. And one question that I've been receiving a lot is, what do we do with the books? How are we going to learn? I'm in the process of scanning our books, and they will be found on Schoology for you. So you will be able to read the chapters, you'll be able to do the questions, you'll be able to do all of the work with the books online. Okay, so don't be afraid that you don't have a book for my class. I will be giving you all of the resources you need for the next couple weeks or however long we will be doing this online. So again, if you have any questions about these two next sections, please feel free to email me. But please know the biblical context and the summary sections are due today at 3:30. Okay? So again, have any questions, feel free to email me. I'll be praying for you guys. Hopefully you guys stay safe. I'll see you later.